أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نويت الأربعين، نويت الاعتكاف، نويت الخلوة، نويت العزلة، نويت الرياضة، نويت السلوك لله تعالى العظيم في هذا المسجد. Awliyaullah are not like normal people. Everything they do or they speak, there is wisdom in it. Normal people might not understand the wisdom because they are not up to the level of that wali. So we might not know the wisdom, but when they speak, there is a wisdom in it. And there is a knowledge encrypted in it. If we are clever, we can decode the encryption. In the email today, they say that there are messages that are encrypted inside. They try to decode them. So Awliyaullah, all their words are heavenly words. So heavenly words is not easy to understand. Most of it is encrypted, and our duty is to try as much as possible to understand. And that's why many people might say, oh, what that wali is saying or that wali is saying, they might not accept what they are saying because they are not understanding what is going on. And since Awliyaullah are receiving from Prophet ﷺ different knowledges from what Prophet is giving them, of course, many common knowledge that we have in common, all of us, cannot understand what they say. And that's why it has to be analyzed. Sometimes they tell you, oh, we have to analyze the speech of this one to understand it, or that one to understand. Everything needs analysis, or else it's very difficult to know what the Shaykh or the Wali means. Sayyidina Musa and Sayyidina al-Khidr, he told him, إِنَّكَ لَمْ تَسْتَطِيعَ مَعِيَ صَبْرًا. Sayyidina al-Khidr is telling Sayyidina Musa, you cannot stand me. You cannot be patient with me. Because my way is different than your way. I'm going to do things you cannot do. You cannot understand it. And Sayyidina Musa did not. قال إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا وكيف تصبر على ما لم تحط به خبرا. How you are going to be patient or to understand what you don't have the experience of it, you don't know about it, you don't know it. قال ستجدني إن شاء الله صابرا ولا أعصي لك أمرا. Allahu Akbar, Shaykh. He said, no, I will I am going to be patient and not to object. And I am not going to disobey you. Who is saying to who? Sayyidina Musa is saying to Sayyidina al-Khidr. Sayyidina Musa, his level cannot be compared to Sayyidina al-Khidr. But what he said? وَلَنْ أَعْصِيَ لَكَ أَمْرًا. I'm not going to disobey you. See humbleness. I'm not going to disobey you. You are not my level, but he didn't say to him, you are not my level. Sayyidina Musa said, okay, I will go along and I will not disobey you. The one who is higher is saying to the one who is not to that level, he say, okay, I'm not disobeying you. How much we disobey each other. A prophet from the 5 big prophets saying to another prophet, I'm not going to disobey you. So Sayyidina al-Khidr did things encrypted to Sayyidina Musa. What happened? They separated. Because Sayyidina Musa was not able to understand it. Because Allah didn't want him to understand that. Allah wants Sayyidina Musa to show humbleness, humility. Allah wants Sayyidina Musa to take knowledge from Sayyidina al-Khidr alayhi salam, alayhim as-salam. So everything relates to prophets and relate to inheritors of prophets, which are Awliyaullah. Their words they carry a lot of knowledge. What you say in English? Loaded. Their words are loaded. You have to be able to progress in order to understand what they say. For that reason, we object, because as happened to Sayyidina Musa and Sayyidina Khidr, Sayyidina Khidr said, إِنَّكَ لَن تَسْتَطِيعَ مَعِيَ صَبْرًا. You cannot be patient with me. Sayyidina Musa said, no, I will try to be patient. But he was not. They separated because he didn't understand. Also, our shuyukh, when they say something doesn't click in our mind according to our limited brain and our our brain not bigger than a bird, not bigger than the brain of a bird. What will happen? We cannot understand. Mind of a bird. Mind of a bird is small. Huh?
No.
How much small?
Too small.
Too small? Yeah. There is one professor there, she's speaking about Mantiq al-Tayr, that famous book from Ala-Din al-Attar. Huh? Well, Conference of the Bird. You read it? Huh? So how big is the mind of the bird? Huh? So small, huh?
No.
So limited, Sheikh Tahir?
No, I don't know.
Why do you know? Open the brain, take a chicken. When you eat a chicken, in our countries, sometimes they cook the head also. When you open the brain, it's so small like that. Small brain. But subhanallah, when Allah wants to give, there is no comparison. You cannot say this is a bird or this is not a bird. When Allah wants to give knowledge, even your brain is smaller than a bird, He will give you knowledge. That has no meaning in the understanding of tariqah or tasawwuf. If Allah wants to give, He will give. And the example? You must know. Hudhud. That bird of Sayyidina Sulaiman, whenever he used to move, all these birds flying on top of him. All these wild animals, lions, tigers, these mountain cats all moving in front of him, elephants. He moved jinn on every side, and his cabinet and his army behind him when he moved Sayyidina Sulaiman. Allah, what He gave to Sayyidina Sulaiman is not give anyone, any prophets, from power of dunya. What the Hudhud said?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وتفقد الطير فقال ما لي لا أرى الهدهد أم كان من الغائبين لأعذبنه عذابا شديدا أو لأذبحنه أو ليأتيني بسلطان مبين فمكث غير بعيد فقال أحطت بما لم تحط به وجئتك من سبأ بنبأ يقين إني وجدت امرأة تملكهم وأوتيت من كل شيء ولها عرش عظيم.
تفقد الهدهد. He looked where he saw there is this huge cloud of birds, means huge movement of birds above him. One place is empty. Oh, the hudhud. What you call the hudhud in English? Huh? Woodpecker? No. What? Cuckoo bird. Huku. Hoopoe. Hoopoe bird, like you. Look, he's not there. What happened? How he can go without permission of Sayyidina Sulaiman? But he said, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to punish him, severe punishment. Or I'm going to slaughter him. Or he will come to me with a good excuse. A bird, he left without permission. Sayyidina Musa is talking to himself. Sayyidina Sulaiman is talking to himself. Where he went? I'm going to punish him. Then he realized, but might be, there is something. Okay, then I will slaughter him. Then it came another level lower, or he will give me any good excuse. Means Sayyidina Sulaiman knows that the bird, if Allah wants to give, they give. Mind, He will give them. He doesn't look at the size of the mind that Allah giving. Short time came, the hoopoe bird. He said, I came to you with a special announcement. I came to you, أحط بما لم تحط به. I found something that you did not find. It's saying to Sayyidina Sulaiman in his face. أحط, Means I came to a situation that I knew everything about what's going on that area that you didn't know. I saw a woman that owns a huge throne and big population under her, and she doesn't pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A bird is speaking, debating, is speaking with Sayyidina Sulaiman, giving him information that Sayyidina Sulaiman didn't get. So he has mind or not? If Allah wants to give, Allah gives. Don't come and say why this person, his clothes are dirty, he is not wearing anything, and his hair is dirty, curly, greasy. He's not taking shower. Well, I have to listen to him. Who is that one? I'm a scholar. I study in university. I got a PhD. Hey, take your PhD and throw it in the garbage. When you want to compare yourself with that curly, greasy hair that Prophet ﷺ, he said in his hadith, رب أشعث أغبر لو أقسم على الله لأبره. Verily, Ash'ath means curly hair, Aghbar, dusty person, means dirty from top to bottom. If he will ask Allah one thing, Allah will give him. Because Allah look at his heart. Allah is not looking at your turban, is like this turban, big or small. Today turban is bigger. Because it's new, it has a lot of starch in it. So, Allah doesn't look. In Allah la yanduru ila suwarikum. Allah does not look at your physical picture. He looks at your heart. If your heart is clean or not, Allah will give. So Awliyaullah, Sayyidina al-Khidr spoke with Sayyidina Musa. Sayyidina Musa was not able to keep up. Hudhud, a bird, spoke with Sayyidina Sulaiman and gave him messages that Sayyidina Sulaiman didn't find. An ant spoke and said, oh, Sayyidina Sulaiman is coming. All the ants run in their cave, in the hole, before Sayyidina Sulaiman comes and destroy all the ants with his army. Ant has mind? How big is the mind? Huh? Sayyidina Aba Yazid Bastami was giving a suhbah to his student, and suddenly he stopped. Everyone is looking why the sheikh stopped, and began to cry. Why is crying? He said, he's looking like that, and they saw him looking at an ant moving. And he told to his student, don't be surprised, look at the ant. And they saw the ant moving, reaching a piece of small wheat flour at that time, coming to it, touching it a little bit, and going back. Waiting like 10-15 minutes, now coming with a big tribe of ants. Is that wheat carrying and going? How that work? Huh? Allahu Akbar. What kind of brain Allah gave to that ant? Compare yourself to an ant. You have bigger brain or smaller brain?
Big.
Bigger, huh? Really, our brain is smaller than the ant. The ant can move from this room to that room and can pick up food from the floor, knows where it is and come back. Can you know from here to there where is food on the floor? Why the ant knows? Abdul Hafiz, can ants, if you look at the ants, they are moving. Where they are moving, you find food. Even vacuum cannot find it. Vacuum cleaner cannot find it. Why you use vacuum cleaner? To take the crumbs away. Leave them for the ants, ants will take them away. Look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave ants a mind that they can, by revelation they move. Be like an ant. Surrender to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will get inspiration. Awliyaullah, they like that. They don't see themselves bigger than an ant. They see themselves smaller than an ant. Allah gives them. When someone wants to see himself higher than the ant, then he is never going to get anything. From dunya, you want to get it. They don't care. They are caring for your akhirah, not for your dunya. So that's why it's very difficult when I open that notebook. It's very difficult to speak when you see what they are saying. We already explaining many of these notes, but wherever you look, it's amazing what they say. And this is like an introduction. So when awliyaullah humble themselves, Allah gives them higher knowledge and realities. Even you are curly hair or dusty or greasy person, if you ask anything, Allah will give. That's why, not now it's very little, but they are existing. You go to, before some countries, in different countries, subcontinent, Africa, Middle East, Southeast Asia, found these people, men, very humble people sitting in his room, and he has nothing. Might be a stove from wood or coal that he make little bit soup or tea, and he is content. He is old, 70, 80, 90 years of age. He is happy with his life. Might be his wife died, or might be he died, his wife still, whatever. He is happy there and content, and all the day spending in recitation of Holy Quran and eating crumbs from the trees, leaves from the, Allah knows what they eat. You go there if you have a problem or you have sick person, he will read some verses from Holy Quran and dua, or from dua of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. People will be cured by Allah's order. There are, is there? Yesterday we were in Texas. 2 years, someone coming. I'm giving an example. We don't like to give this example, but 2 years, one person is coming and saying he is married 18 years, no children. And he came last year, see me, when we went there for Mawlid. And he said, I have no children, and I want 18 years with my wife, and I'd like to have a child, and so on. What I did, I gave him Maulana Sheikh Nazim and Grand Sheikh, recipe. It is mixed of things they have to do and zikr that they have to recite. And istighfar that they have to say. This year he came to the room. He was so happy. He said, I want to give you the good news. My wife is pregnant. 18 years. I didn't do anything. I gave him what Maulana and Grand Sheikh gave. And they said, this is, if someone asks, this is how it is. So Allah gave him. Is the barakah of Maulana Sheikh and Grand Sheikh. And how many people coming, they have problem in cancer or work or business. You give them what we have learned from Grand Sheikh and Maulana Sheikh Nazim. Allah, because of Grand Sheikh, for sake of Grand Sheikh and for Maulana Sheikh Nazim, Allah will accept. Not because of us, we are nothing. We are stupid, no-brain people. They are. Their power comes from them. You refer to them, they ask, Allah gives. So what Awliyaullah, Allah gave them, He doesn't look at them if they are dressing well or they have a Rolex in their hands. I see many people, they are Imam Sheikh, they are scholars. And you go to their gathering, they have like 5,000 people in their gathering, 10,000 people in there, not in this country, other overseas. I'm not saying which country. And you look, and always they make their hands like that. First time I said, why they make this, their hand like that? It's surprising, these scholars. I found they have a watch there. I'm looking at the watch. It's Rolex, gold and diamond. You notice how much they are. 100,000, 70,000 US dollars, 35,000 US dollars. A watch. And it is not allowed to wear gold for men by Prophet ﷺ order. They are wearing it. How they are scholars? I don't know how they justify it. I am surprised. Even they are wearing it and they don't feel shy. I don't understand it. Allah doesn't look what kind of watch you have. Allah wants you to have a watch. No, we are not saying no, only to wake you up for Fajr. That's why you carry watch. You carry watch to know one is Zuhr, one is Asr, one is Maghrib, one is Isha. Not to carry watch to know when is your program on TV, or when is some of the musical, I don't know what, what? American Idol? Idol. One is American Idol. What's that American Idol?
That's TV show.
You have a watch? Why you watch it?
No, I hate it.
Yeah. One this and one that. Allah wants you to have watch, no problem. Have one watch like $30. There are too many. You know the time of your Fajr, your Asr, your Zuhr, your Maghrib, your Isha. So Awliyaullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them that power. They are inheritors of prophets and they are inheritors of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whatever prophet gives them, from his levels, it's up to him. And from any different level that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we explained it before, that has different level, every from one level to another, 500,000 years of knowledge, training. And in every moment he is ascending. Whatever Prophet gives from that level that he is in to a wali, he might give the other from a lower level or higher level, depend on the wali power. So, unfortunately, we don't understand what they say. And what they say is becoming now a university analysis. What's your university analysis? Who doesn't pray? Who doesn't have wudu? Who doesn't have ablution, shower? And who doesn't do any obligation of Islam wants to teach what this wali said or that wali said. How they can understand it? It's impossible. That's why when I was looking to what I am going to speak today, I was going to speak about, and that's why we came into this, that Sayyidina Shah Naqshband, he was born on 14 of Muharram, and he said there are some, they say that he died on 14 of Muharram, whatever it is. But on 14 of Muharram, 1326, means around 100 years ago, he was explaining the hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. تركت فيكم كتاب الله وعترتي. I left behind me to you the Holy Book, the Holy Quran, and my family, Prophet is saying. This is an authentic hadith. And the other hadith, which is similar from but a different perspective, because Prophet is always in ascension, he said it in a different way. تركت فيكم كتاب الله وسنتي. I left behind me to you the Holy Book, the Holy Quran, and my way, my Sunnah. Aitra, the first is, he said, تركت فيكم كتاب الله وسنتي, first time. Then I left behind the Holy Quran and my way, my Sunnah, my order. And the second one, he said, I left behind me for you the Holy Quran and my family. So if you take it, if you put it in an equation, on this right side, for example, if we're speaking in English way, or a scientific way, chemistry way, if you put Kitab Allah wa Sunnati equal Kitab Allah wa Itrati, you cancel Kitab Allah from both sides, you take them. What left? Sunnati equal Itrati. Means my way is equal to my family. Allah. So my way is my family then. And my family is my way. They can understand it like that? And we leave it here, we continue tomorrow inshallah about that. ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الفاتحة. يلا خان.